It's recording. What's going on, guys? We are back at it again. It is Friday. Fridays are now my pretty much set delt and arm day. It's good because if I travel on Fridays, I can also move this to Saturday, and it does not interfere with the rest of my training split, just with how my split is set right now with where I currently am. Things, seem to be moving and grooving pretty well. Energy's dipping, but I'm kind of at a point in my prep where I have the first bit of prep is always pretty rough for whatever reason. And then once you get to I'm not going to tell you where I am, but once you get to a certain point, it I don't know, the monotony gets a little bit easier for a bit. Maybe it's when the weight's off and you can move a little bit more and whatnot. So that's always a good feeling, and workouts kind of seem to be operating pretty well. So with that being said, we're going to be getting after my delt and arm day here. This day, you're going to see quite a bit of superset action. These are the only two muscle groups where I really superset things. I won't superset legs ever, or chest or back. Like shoulder and arm stuff I can superset, like as in bicep, tricep, or like side delt, rear delt. So you're going to kind of see what a typical delt and arm session for me would be. And I also do hit biceps on my Monday back session. And then I do hit a little bit more delt and tricep on my Wednesday chest session. So a push and a pull to a degree. So yeah, it's a good split throughout the week, addressing what I need to improve and continue to improve, and where the volume kind of lies for me, and in terms of what I can handle, what I'm able to kind of do. So yeah, we're gonna get after it. We're gonna start today's session with a single arm cable lateral before we move into either the only other shoulder thing, or we get into kind of some arm training. We will see kind of what I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll go back and forth between how I do that. If I just kind of bang out all of shoulders in one shot, or I'll kind of go back and forth a little bit. So stay tuned, but we're going to be starting with cable laterals here in 1 second. I usually like to start with single-sided movements for a lot of things like lats and arms, delts, some leg work here and there. Single-sided cable work can be super beneficial. This has really helped my lats, my delts, my arms. You can connect with it better. You can load it very heavy. You can always progress with them. You're not doing too much weight on stacks and things where you need gym pins and you need to rig setups. It's pretty, it's pretty easy. The only thing you gotta really rig is bringing a bench over, One brand of equipment for a home gym, I'd probably pick Life Fitness Hammer. Stands the test of time, simple equipment. You could load heavy as shit, squeeze hard, feels good, doesn't break often compared to a lot of these other brands, Newer brands that I personally tried, Prime does a good job. Megamass does a good job. Cybex is cool, some Cybex stuff, old school. Little bits and pieces of each of these brands. In theory, yes, it would feel great, but like it's only going to be so temporary. It's not going to actually cause like long-term change unless you like actually have a machine that just holds you in that spot for like 30, 40 minutes a day. Yeah. So I would do something along those lines. Very cool. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Perfect. Thank you. That I would just become really good just working with that thick band on the inside. So long-term will be really, really good. Yeah. Yeah.
And this is a side too, like I just think I'm like stretching it out.
Yeah. I would address that pretty heavily. Yeah.
Fuck. Oh. Shoulder volume throughout the week is like low to moderate for me. And I do 3 sets of side delts and rear delts on my chest day. And then I do 5 sets of side delts and 3 sets of rear delts on this day. So a little bit more side delt work, rear delt work. I hit all my front delt with my, my chest stuff. And so we're gonna finish shoulders right now. So rear delts on the cables. With dumbbell laterals, we'll just do 3 sets before starting arms. Fuck. Okay. Fuck. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. We got on shoulders. We did 5 sets for side delts, 3 for rear delts. We did single arm laterals, and then we did a superset of rear delt cables with dumbbell laterals. We're gonna move into arms now. Shout out to training program coach Nick Loff. This is a superset to start arms that I've done since starting working with him. So we're gonna be doing a single arm push down, supersetting this with a single arm like overhead stretched curl. This is a great way to kind of get your arms activated, pumped. It does take a little bit because it's single arm and it's 2 movements, 4 sets in one per se. So for arms, like I get them warmed up. So I'm gonna go through my whole warm up sequence and then just hit 2 sets of this. Do 2 sets of overhead extensions, superset with 2 sets of hammers, just moving through that. And then we're gonna finish with 2 sets of a cable stretch curl with 2 sets of diamond push-ups or like close grip push-ups for your triceps. I love close grip tricep push-ups. I love push-ups. I love pull-ups now. I used to love lunging a lot, but like just with my knees and stuff, like I'm heavy and just the pounding. Like I'd rather do like a Bulgarian if I can get away with it or something to kind of mimic that. But I like those kind of like moving your body through space movements, and like the close grip tricep push-up for me is a phenomenal way to just like completely smoke the tricep at the end of a workout. Always dropping shit. Last up, close grip push-ups, superset with behind the back stretch curls, just 2 sets each. And this is a great like superset to finish up with. This will pump up your triceps super good if you perform it correctly. I like to keep my elbows kind of in, but they tend to flare out a little bit, which is fine just from how close it is. Just try to keep them more in so you're not flaring up like this. And then these stretch curls, keep them as close to your body and back as possible, and almost make it like a drag curl in a degree. You don't want to kind of like move your shoulder forward. Just have it stretch and just squeeze like a drag curl, okay?